Hello, welcome to Daytona International Speedway for race 9 of the Ginetta GT4 Championships. It's the Rules has a clear lead on the championship board. It's a rolling start. It's the Rules has pulled away before the start line. That's in question. There's a steward's inquiry already. 20-second penalty has been added to It's the Rules for jumping the start. He'll have something to say about that later, I'm sure. Okay, Daytona Speedway, 2 o'clock PM in the afternoon. It's clear skies and very hot out here. I think the drivers have all opted for soft tyres today. It's unusual to make soft tyres work in such hot temperatures on these cars. However, there's a nice long outfield section on the banks which allow the tyres to cool. I should imagine everyone will be able to keep these softs in their operational working temperatures. It's the Rules in the lead, followed by Rob, followed by Mobile, Splat Racer, Kunk, Takagile, Dre, A1 Felony and Fitzy bringing up the rear. Dre SS81. Position contested by A1 Felony in his slipstream on the bank section. This is where a lot of action is going to take place today, I'm sure. Felony plumping through the outside, trying to put his nose through. Is he going to wait? Is he going to try? He's running out of room. We're heading towards the chicane. Surely he's not going to try here. On the outside he's coming wide. This isn't good. Hit the curb and he's lost some ground. Fitz through. That was never going to work. Lost some ground there, Felony. It's the Rules in the lead. 125 championship points at the moment. This guy is fast. Back to Dre. Lap 2. He's overshot it. This is such an easy thing to do, coming off the outfield section into the midfield. It's not the last time we'll see that this afternoon, I'm sure. He had clear air though. Usually it's harder to follow a car in this slipstream there. It's the Rules in first place, followed by Rob. Followed by Mobile and Splat Racer. This pack of 4 is close together. Kunk, followed by Taka, followed by Fitzy, A1 Felony, and Dre bringing up the rear after that spin. It's the Rules on the outfield section now, on the banks. Rob Morrison, currently in 5th place in the championship with 84 points. 2 points behind Splat Racer. It's the Rules using all the track there. Easy to pick up the track when it's penalty as well. He doesn't want any more penalties. See the slipstream working here. Morrison's nosing through on the outside. He's playing defensively here. They're free abreast. Splat Racer's right behind them as well, waiting for something to happen. There isn't room for 4 cars here. Moble's through. It's Rob through. Can he make it stick? No. Rules has kept hold of it. Rules. Rob in 3rd. Splat Racer 4th. Mobile in 1st place. This is shaping up to be a very good race indeed. Mobile currently sitting 2nd in the championship table with 98 points. He can do with a win here to close the gap on Rules, especially since Rules has that 20-second penalty. This could make a big difference. And Taka following the pack. Okay, Mobile. It's the rules. Making a move on him. I see a lot of action on this outfield section this afternoon. Slipstreams at play here. Very, very hard to make something stick though when you've got this chicane to go into. The rules has made it work for him. These guys are on it. Spark sitting 4th in the championship, 86 points. Seems to be welded to Rob's bumper. We've seen this before. We saw this at Long Beach. Oh! Rob driving defensively there. Black Racer messed up, just touched his bumper a little bit, got a little bit too close. Nothing too bad has happened. Everyone's through safely. Rob's really going for it now. I thought he was going to nudge through then. They are so close, this pack of 4. We've had some tremendous racing from these guys. This is no exception. Okay, Mobile, rules, Rob, Splat Racer. Followed by Kunk, Taka. Followed by Fitzy Star. Followed by A1 Felony. Followed by Dre bringing up the rear. Good 18 seconds behind. After that spin. Very unfortunate. Doing so well at the beginning of the season, but lost quite a bit of ground now. Still sitting at the top of the Pro-Am board though. Dre is currently in 6th position on the championship with 68 points and 1st place on the Pro-Am board. There they are, 3 abreast once again. Splat Racer just sitting behind, waiting to see what happens. He's not wanting to get caught up in this, but he'll be able to exploit any accidents. Mobile looking like he's gone in hot. He's gone in too hot. The same old mistake. He's lost ground, back into 4th position. So now it's Rob. It's the rules. Splat Racer and Mobile in this pack of 4. Splat Racer's locked up. And Rules is spun. I think he got a bit of a kiss there. Splat Racer touched his rear bumper and just pushed him around a little bit. You can see the smoke pouring off Splat Racer's front left-hand wheel there. Or perhaps even his right-hand wheel. A little bit of a tap. Rob. I should get my left and right sorted out. Rob in the lead. Splat in 2nd. Mobile is the rules, 3rd and 4th. Kunk and Taka having a good race there, 5th and 6th. It looks like Taka's making a move on Kunk. He's through. Kunk's not letting it go though. Off the banks, onto the straight, heading towards the chicane. Side by side. Doesn't bode well. Oh, some lag. I think that was lag. Oh my god. Kunk's left all his car all over the place. But he's still moving. He's still moving. Credit to the guy. Fixes through. Oh, he's got damage there for sure. Look at his car. Well, he won't have to worry about engine cooling now, will he? It's the rules in 4th place. On Mabel's case. Trying to nudge through. He's gone in hot. Can he make it stick? Oh, that was quite a good. He's taken that to the limit. Kunk's going in for repairs. No surprise there. That'll cost him a lot of time. Rob Morrison leading. Created a bit of a gap now. 2.5 seconds. Splat racer. Oh, Mabel, and it's the rules. It's just changed. It's the rules. Mabel, who's going to come out of this best? Side by side, Mabel's in front. It's close, so rules can exploit. There we are. Rules is through again. They're having such a battle. Takagile currently sitting in 3rd in the championship with 89 points. Here's Kunk coming out the pits with some new bodywork. And a good job there, but he's lost a lot of time. He's a good minute behind where he was before. And of course it's a long pit lane exit, so it's going to cost him even more time. He was with Taka before, so he has, let's work it out. Taka's 14 seconds behind the leaders. He's a good 1 minute and 15 seconds lost. But he's still on the road. Poor old Kunk, that wasn't really his fault. Victim of the lag, the dreaded lag. Rob Morrison, lap 7. 2 seconds ahead. Clear running. Splat racer. It's the rules of Mabel having quite a battle. Of course, remember, It's the rules has that penalty. That will go for a steward's inquiry, I'm sure. Rules won't be happy to accept that. He's still racing like he hasn't got one though, and that's the main thing. Can't let these things upset you or stop you from achieving. You just have to crack on and get on with it. Rob Morrison through the chicane. That's the rules. And something's wrong with Splat Racer. Yes, the rules is through, and so is Mabel. What could have happened? Has he got damage? No, he's still going alright. Didn't see any action. I think he probably picked up a penalty on the chicanes and chose to pay the price. Would have been a 3-second penalty if he'd not paid it. And I reckon he's probably lost. He was 2 seconds behind Rob, and he is now 4 seconds behind, so he has paid 2 seconds by slowing down. Probably did the right thing, but he's lost 2 track positions. Would he have been better to just take the penalty and hope for the best? On board of Splat Racer, something that went wrong there. He was probably pushing it to try and get position back on Mabel. That's not good. He's lost a lot of ground there. he's dropped to nearly 2 whole seconds behind Mobile. Things are going all wrong at the moment for Splat Racer. This is salvageable though. You can get some good lines through those chicanes if you've got clear ground in front of you. Make up time. A lot of time can be made. Back to Rob in the lead. Over 3 seconds ahead of It's the Rules now. Lap 9. Lap 9. Lap 9. Tacaguile. Lap 9. Fits his star. Currently in 8th position in the championship with 44 points. Lap 9. A1 Felony. 11th in the championship with 26 points. Lap 9. Dre SS81. Dedicated racer this. Runs the MRL League as well. And races in several other big name communities, I believe. Lap 9. Kunk. Shiny new bodywork. Currently running 9th in the championship. 41 points. He's out of it now. Lost so much time for repairs. Not really his fault. That's the way it is. Like lap 9. They're all through on the same lap. There we are with Mobile in 3rd place. Splat Racer's made some ground up on him. He was 2 seconds behind and he's only 1/10. He's made a lot of ground up. They're on lap 10 now. Obviously, Splat Racer, whether he paid his penalty correctly or not, will actually be judged considering where his position is with Mo. Mr. Rules has got a 20-second penalty, so he's out of it. So Splat Racer should have either finished 3 seconds ahead of Mobile, or needs to get ahead of Mobile now, so to make it pay. I don't think he would have finished 3 seconds ahead of Mobile, so if he had paid the penalty. So he's probably made the right choice and he's fighting for position now. If he can get through, he'll have made it work for him. Rob Morrison on the banks. Lap 10, roughly 3 laps to go. This beautifully sunny afternoon, Daytona. Another race tonight at 8 o'clock. There's 2 races per event in this series. One in the afternoon, one in the evening, as the light changes. Tyre temperatures have been very, very important here in the whole series. Weather has been generally good. There we are. Can Splat make a move here? Going into the infield. Just needs to put Mobile under pressure. Try and make him make a mistake. It's one way to do it. Rules is catching up to Rob. Rules has made a second on Rob. Noble feeling the pressure. On board with Splat Racer. Let's get traction out of this corner properly. Get speed onto the straight. You need to stay with the car in front to exploit that slipstream. Around the banks. You can see the slipstream beginning to take effect here. It's all about this chicane. Perfect line, you can make a lot of ground. Good entry, good exit. Oh, not good. Bit of a wobble there from Splat, he's really pushing it. Once again, if you can stay in the slipstream, you can make more ground here. But then of course, heading to the infield. See the slipstream working? More ground. Over the finish line and into the infield. Very hard to brake with inside a slipstream here, so very, very hard indeed. Right in the infield. Morrison in first. Only 1.5 seconds ahead of Rules now. Rules is making ground on him all the time. We calculate it's going to be a 13 lap race, so this is the penultimate lap. This pack of fours had a tremendous race this afternoon. So, Rob Morrison. Heading towards a back marker. A back marker on the last lap. This is going to be interesting. I think that was Dre. Yes, Dre. Roble and Splat. Third of a second in it. There we are, Mobile coming through, Dre getting out of the way. Very good, very experienced racer, Dre. He doesn't want to get in the way of this battle. Lap 13, last lap. Splat Racer is on Mobile's case. We need one more lap to get through. Yes, the Rules is through. Dre doesn't want to get in anyone's way here. Look at that. That is where experience tells. No impact whatsoever. No obstructions. Well done, Dre. Well done. Rob Morrison. Mr. Rules. Only half a second behind now. He's really caught up. This is going to be a tremendous finish. Followed by Mobile, followed by Splat. On the banks. Half a second. He's in the slipstream. Rules is in Morrison's slipstream. Here he comes. Towards the chicane. Good smooth entry from them both. Good exit. Rob's feeling the pressure but didn't succumb to it. Onto the last but one bank. Rules is coming through fast. Final straight. I don't think he's going to do it. It's Morrison's. It's going to be Morrison's. Can Rule come through? Oh! Morrison first. Rule second. Mobile third. Splat Racer fourth. Fantastic racing. And of course, Mr. Rules has a penalty to apply. If you've enjoyed this commentary, you could always like or subscribe to my channel. It might encourage me to do some more. That's Taka through in 5th position. Now we're on Fitzy start. On the backs, not far to go now. PCars coming in 6th place. And he's through. 6th position for Fitzy start. A1 Fernie on the bounce for 7th. Fancy racing in any O.B.R.C leagues, just search the community and contact the community leader for more information. And A1 Fernie is through in 7th position. Let's have a look at the scores. Robert Morrison in 1st place, Mobile in 2nd, Splat Racer 3rd, It's the Rules, 20-second penalty has been applied, so he's in 4th, Taka in 5th, Fitzy 6th, A1 Fernie 7th, Cook in 8th and Drake in 9th.